All right, hello everyone. Hopefully you can hear me. If not, please let me know. But welcome to the live stream. I'm very glad to have you. We have an exciting stream ahead, doing some NASCAR Rivals in career mode. We're going to continue where we left off last time. I'll be looking at the chats over on this side. And I'll be looking at the screen as well, so we can interact on YouTube. If you're watching on YouTube, I have a questions tab, so if you want to ask questions, I can answer them during the stream as well. So yeah, and then to win a NASCAR Rivals code or to have a chance to, we're giving away 3 tonight on the stream for you or a friend. If you don't have the Switch for yourself, if you have a friend that does, absolutely let them know we're doing this stream. But if you want to win one for a friend, gift it to them. All you have to do is show us that you're following us on our social media pages. I will look during the stream. Just give us your handle for whether it be Twitter or Facebook, comment on the stream, and we'll pick one of you at random to win one of those things. So let's see. Yeah, I guess we'll just get started. We'll talk some NASCAR news along the way as well. But yeah, let's get the game up and running here. I think I left off on a road course, so you all are really in for a treat when we go to play this game, because as you know, I'm not good at road courses at all, like not at all. So we'll figure this out together. Victor, hello, thank you for joining the chat. James, welcome. Facebook audience, welcome as well. And we'll get going. Let's see. Also, this is the first true live that I've done. Actually, this is the first live I've done in the new year. So, Happy New Year. Crazy to say, it's 2023. Hopefully lots of good things for all of you happening this year. I also like to say, if we need the game volume a little louder, a little softer as we move along, let me know. Because I think last time I played this, I had the game volume way too loud. So we will figure that out. Happy New Year, Victor. Thank you so much. So current event that I'm on right now, and we're already putting on the glasses, so she's taking this seriously. Current event we got that I'm at Spire Motorsports is the Echo Park Automotive Grand Prix at COTA. So let's go to the event. We're going to practice this one. Usually I skip practice because I feel like I kind of have a sense of what I'm doing. This time I don't. I ran COTA a few times before. A little iffy. Let's see. We'll look at the questions right now. I think we had one question from Victor. What is your favorite NASCAR video game of all time? Great question. So I've gone through the games. I haven't played all of them, but I've gone through most of them that we have for console. I really like Inside Line. Obviously all the games are pretty similar, right? But I like that one a lot. I had a really good experience playing it. This one, obviously the fact that you can play it on the go is really helpful. Or like if I'm just feeling tired or lazy, like after I do some classwork or work, I'll pull out the Switch and I'll play a little bit. So that's been really nice. Let's see. So I would say that would be it. I need to play more of the Thunder games. I know last time we had them on the stream, you guys really enjoyed it, so we'll have to do that again. We've done a lot of streams where we talk about, NASCAR. Did we do Thunder 2003, 2004? Which one do we like better? For me, I don't want to say obviously they're not the same game, right? But for me, they're so similar and I love them both so much. I can't tell you I like one more than the other. But yeah, Randy, is that you? Hi, Randy. What's up? Thank you for joining us on Facebook. So this is the first time I'm playing, I think, a road course race in Rivals. And later too, well, yeah, this is going to be, she's going to do poorly on this. Later too, if we have enough people interested, I love to play this game online with some friends. So if you have the game, if you have a Switch, you got it for Christmas or for any other holiday, birthday, whatever it may be, we could do online as well. Just let me know in the comments if that's something you're interested in. Last time we played online, things were really interesting. Good friend of the show, John Jensen, we played and I accidentally took him out lap 1 of the first race that we did. I felt so bad, but okay. So we're learning where we need to brake. That's good. I will say my best track in this, and I think I've said this before, has been Kansas. I just kind of played it randomly. I obviously did well at Daytona because you just full throttle, no brake, you're good to go. But once we have to add in the brakes, I'm like, when, where, how much, and then I have trouble, you know, getting going again. I mean, the whole point of this game for me really is to just, it's a good introductory game to the motorsports games. It's very easy to pick up. It's not overcomplicated. I know some of you are telling me to get into the iRacing scene. I would love that. I just got to figure out like a rig. This year, maybe next year, we look at that a little bit more. I'd love to this year though. I mean, honestly, probably end of the year, maybe I figure it out. But iRacing takes a whole different skill set than what I'm doing right now. So it's a matter of, can I figure that out in time? I don't know. So yikes. Yeah, so last time we did the stream, oh, sorry, Eric Jones. Last time I did the stream, I think I renegotiated my contract in the game to where I had to place at a certain level during the next 4 races. This race, I think I have to place better than, what was it? It might have been a crazy thing like 20th, which, like, again, not bad at all. But for me, knowing my stats at the road courses, this is going to be a struggle. I knew if I upped that, this was going to be the race that I really just didn't do well at, and it could impact my future in the game. But also you get more money through this contract. I mean, I'll have to show you. I figured out last time what some of the terms meant that I wasn't totally 100% sure about when we go to like my profile page with like making enemies or making rivals, I should say, from other drivers, or like your status with other drivers. So I figured a little bit more out about that. I did love last time I got my first hate tweet from another driver in this game, and that was really cool. You get to choose how to interact. I will say the addition of social media in this game is very interesting. It's getting added more and more into games that you see in general. But it's kind of giving it a real life feel, just because we've seen a lot of drivers call each other out on social media in the past, you know, few years. So, okay, that needed to take a lot. You know what? Maybe I'm just gonna follow Briscoe here, and that's gonna be Busher, right? Yeah, Busher. Actually, I'm gonna go past him, that's a lie. Trying to figure out, like, what I need to be doing better. This turn is the one that's giving me the problems. Are any of you good at road courses? Offer help, please. Sure, after I practice, we'll take a break, and we might as well just give one code away. If you win the code, if I see that you're following us on social media, my Twitter handle is @_TaylorKitchen_ if you want to follow me there. We're only just proof if you follow us on one account. And obviously Toby Christie on all social media platforms. Or Above the Yellow Line. We're on Facebook now, so make sure to find us on Facebook. That would be awesome to have a follow there. But if I see that you're following one of those, drop your handle in the comments, and if I choose you to win, just send us a message on one of those platforms and we'll get you a code tonight. But you have to reach out to us. I could dig through the comments, but part of me doesn't want to do that. So reach out to us to make sure we get you the code so you can play this really fun game. Okay, I'm learning a little bit. Granted, I think the car's automatically braking for me, so that's what's happening right now. All right, so also I'm keeping tabs on the current time that I've put around the track. I'm definitely not going to meet the goal time for this one, I don't think. Ooh, Lord, I changed the perspective on the top. I do like having the mirror on this. And there's the different perspectives that you can raise, which is fun as well. I like this one. Just keep it an eye level. Okay, so I did beat the goal time. That's good. We'll end practice here, and we'll start looking at the stream and all the chats. Let's see. Oh, hello. So many comments. Thank you, guys. Ryan, hi. Thank you for joining the chat. James, you said, tip that helped me learn slower corners. Try not to use the gas or the brakes while turning. Yeah, that's actually smart. Just let off the gas and the brakes and we'll be good. So let's see. Let's get away from the game for a second because I don't want you guys staring at like a blank screen while I go through and see who the first winner will be. Because I think that's kind of lame. Let's not do that. Next up, we'll qualify, which will be really interesting. Let's see. What else? Do we have more questions? We do not. Yeah, on YouTube, if you want to ask questions, let me know. Let's go through the Facebook chat right now. Hello from North Carolina. Hello. Kieran, you said you only really need a steering wheel and pedals to start iRacing. That's not that bad. I don't have a good quality one. We have, it's like underneath this table right now, so I'm not going to get it out, but like this really old NASCAR branded steering wheel that we can use on the old gaming consoles. I want a more recent one, especially one that's compatible with the newer games. So, and iRacing as well. So not that bad. I do want a fancy seat. I'm not going to lie. That'd be great, but not a lot to get started. So I will look into that for sure. Logitech is a great brand to buy from. I agree with that. Thrustmaster, that's awesome as well. Yeah, Chris from North Carolina. I wish I was in North Carolina right now. I'm in Ohio. It's cold. It's gross out. I would recommend Logitech for sure. Let's see. What else? Chris, you said, I love NASCAR, but I hate... Oh, no, someone stole all your collection from your storage unit. I get so nervous about storage units, I'm not going to lie. I'm very sorry about that. Yeah, for me, it's like you have to have a fail-safe after fail-safe. Let's see. You should try World of Outlaws Dirt Racing on Xbox or PlayStation. I should. There's more games I definitely have to get. Let's see. So... I'll pick one of you at random. I'll do one from Facebook, one from YouTube, and then I'll pick randomly. I'll do a YouTube winner right now. Actually, you know what? We'll do a Facebook winner right now. No, I lied. YouTube. I did eeny, meeny, miny, moe in my brain, and it turned out to be YouTube. So, for one of you winning NASCAR Rivals, I'll scroll through the comments here. Let's see. Let's do... Victor, send me your handle, or put your handle to your social media page in the chat. And if I see that you're following myself or Toby Christie Com, we will send you a code. So congrats to Victor on YouTube. Just put your handle in the chat or reach out to me directly on Twitter at _TaylorKitchen_ or Toby Christie Com on Facebook. And we'll make sure to send one your way. So thank you so much. Yeah. Let's see. Let's actually look it up right now while we're checking. Again, if you have any questions or even topics you want to talk about that's been going on the past few weeks for racing, let me know. I just want to check to make sure Victor is good to go. One woman show. We love this. All right. Yeah. Send me a DM on Twitter and we'll get you your code, Victor. Thank you so much for the follow. I'll follow you back. If you want, I'll follow you back. Why not? We'll do that. So we'll get you your code. Just send me a message. Sweet. We'll do Facebook. We'll give away a Facebook code maybe in another like 15 minutes. So if you're on Facebook, hang tight. I got you. All right. But yeah, send in your questions, comments, concerns. We will get back to qualifying at COTA. I'm nervous about it. I really do hope the racing this year at COTA like is better. We had good racing. I feel like this year was much better than what we saw in, 2021 with the rain and everything. We choose not to talk about that. Let's see. We'll go to next session. So I'm hoping things are better on that end. Let's see. But yeah, and then Chicago Street Course. That's gonna, that'll be a time. Yeah, that'll be a track once, we have it. I don't know. Is it still on iRacing? Like, can you find it in iRacing? Because for me, oh god, I overshot that. For me, that might be a reason to just get on, just to get a feel for the track. I know Bubba Wallace, when they originally announced the track, he was like, yeah, passing's gonna be an issue, but I guess we'll figure it out. So I hope they have plenty of practice. Oh lord. Because that's gonna be very interesting. So what I'm learning right now, slow and steady wins the race. Oh, that wasn't even where I was supposed to go. Oh god. The lines helps me way too much. I'm qualifying in the back, you guys. I swear to you, I'm better at other tracks. This just is not it. I was able to park that really well. Yeah, but Chicago, whether you work NASCAR, the media side of NASCAR, whether you are a crewman, driver, broadcaster, journalist, whatever you are, all eyes are going to be on that weekend to see whether it works or it doesn't. And obviously it's a 3-year contract, I think, with the Chicago Street Course. So the question is, all right, if it didn't work this year, how do we fine tune it for next year and the year after that? And, you know, there are discussions that we might go to another street course, but then the question is, are we announcing that way too soon without knowing that Chicago's going to work out? To be fair, though, it's bringing in a lot more eyes to the sport, a lot more fans, newer demographics, which I think is fantastic. And I'm probably going to need to slow down right now. I'm taking your word for it, James. I needed to arc that turn a little bit higher, but I did not press the brakes, and I will say that has helped a lot. And I think, to go off of the talking point too, I think the addition of having North Wilkesboro back is a nice balance for the fans that have been around for a while versus the fans that are trying to, you know, get into the sport for maybe the first time. I think it's a really good thing. It's just a matter of, you know, fighting that balance. It's a continuous battle that I don't envy NASCAR for at all. That's a hard job to balance. But I think this year will be great. I feel like for me too, the Fox broadcast, that'll be interesting this year, you know. I don't know if we've heard for sure that Clint Boyer is going to be back. I think he is. Obviously, I think Mike Joy's going to be back. Vince Welch left, so it's who's going to fill in for him. There's a lot of uncertainty, and we're only a few weeks out from the Clash. So that'll be interesting. If you guys know something that I don't, let me know. But that'll be interesting, too. Kind of a rebuilding for them. Okay, it says 1 lap remaining, but it didn't. Oh, that was my warm-up lap. Oh, crap. Okay, so no mess-ups this time. I'm panicking now, but that's okay. That's all right. All right, I'm going to be a little quiet because I'm going to focus. Okay, I need to remember to not take the wrong turn here. Just letting off the gas and letting myself steer. Yeah, I know. Penalty. Oh, that ate up my time. So now I know, practice I was able to go off track. Actual race, it's not going to let me. And that's okay, because following the rules. But man, that just ate up a lot of my qualifying time. Ooh, stay on track. All right, so at those points where I feel like I'm about to lose my control of the car, I'm going to have to press the brakes. I have no choice. But essentially, this is a track I'm just going to have to get through. Sonoma, I have done on every single NASCAR game I can. And I've never gotten better at it. I've tried so hard. It's just not the move. Ooh. All right, that was better. There was no manual stop for that. That's good. After this, I'll look back at the comments again, I promise. Let's see. And yeah, let me know again if you want the game volume up, anything like that. I love doing these streams. I want to make sure you guys have the best viewing experience possible as I don't mess up this turn. Let's go. There we go. All right. Cool. You know what would be really cool? I know it would just be for the Switch. But if the Switch had like a rig that you could set up to it, and then, you know, there's a lot of unknowns with the NASCAR games in the future, so maybe that they're going to be moving more to like the handheld type consoles. Maybe you make a type of rig that you can have for the Switch just for any racing game, and you're able to set it up to this. If you are already, that's something I wasn't aware of, and that's pretty cool. But maybe something for the future that would be really awesome would be that. My goodness. Okay. I just looked at my time and now I'm panicking. I wasn't looking at the time beforehand, and now I just did, and I was like, oh wait. Oh, there it is. Okay, I just gotta book it. Just gotta book it, and then I'm there. Hands off. Hands are off the controller. We're just going forward. Okay, hands are on the controller because I'm a little sideways.
All right, that's it.
Okay.
It's over.
Second, great. Okay, I will admit this is on easy mode, just so I can talk and do things at the same time. So, calling myself out. But qualifying second, not that bad. Kyle, you said Coda is a great track. It is. I love it. How do you feel about Ashok not coming back to Hendricks? That's interesting. So, I mean, obviously, it's Hendrick Motorsports. They're gonna find somebody to replace that partnership, right? Oh, I didn't mean to do that. Oh well, we'll talk and drive. They're gonna find someone to replace that partnership. It's a matter of who, but they seem really close knit. So I'm curious behind the scenes what happened, if something happened. But it's interesting. But am I concerned about it? Absolutely not. Yes, Chase Elliott maybe didn't have the out there year that we thought he would have. Obviously, he's a driver that really starts to show success towards the later half of the season. So, and that's expected of him. So I don't know if it was just a money situation or it's we want to look somewhere else for an investment. But really surprised that it didn't work out to re-up that contract. However, I don't have concerns for him finding somebody else. I'm going to beat Denny Hamlin. Oh, Denny. Okay, so Denny is one of my rivals in this game. It doesn't show it on the stat sheets, but it shows it, like, in my heart. The Denny Hamlin in this game has not been kind to me. Now there's Kyle Busch behind me. Oh, goodness. Okay, for me, as long as I don't mess up and I don't blow a corner, I think I have this. We have 3 laps. Not that bad. I just got to take my time, not scratch my nose while I race, because it's going to give me a penalty. Oh, gosh. Okay, we're good. Oh, Kyle. Yeah, that's going to be weird, too, next year. Not seeing the number 18, not seeing the M&Ms. I blew another corner, but that's fine. We'll try to do a little cross maneuver here, beat him to the corner. Oh, or he can be a rival of mine. That's fine.
All clear.
Really don't want to get on his bad side. Hopefully in the mirror on the top of the screen, you can kind of see what's going on behind me. If you want me to change the angle of how I'm racing, I can, so you can see more of that action when I'm making turns. Okay, arc it high. Ooh, missed that. Ooh, I can hear them zooming behind me. Oh my gosh. There's a lot more NASCAR news to talk about too. It's been a really tough week for sports. Just all the injuries and everything. Damar Hamlin, it's a miracle. Like, he's alert, awake, talking. Like, that's wild. We had a really significant death in the world of motorsports as well, which was really unfortunate. I know it's been a really rough week for sports. Outside of that, there hasn't been a whole lot of new NASCAR news. I am planning to do a video, by the way, the week before the Clash or the week leading up to the Clash. I guess that's the same thing. Of faces to new places, so you all know who's going where. Even if it's things that haven't been heavily covered, don't worry, we're covering it. I want to make sure we all go into the season as prepared as possible, knowing, like, just no surprises. And obviously, you know, in the middle of the season, you know, things might change, funding might fall through for a team, and obviously we covered that as well. Or if funding falls through for a driver, I should say, and there might be some changes, we cover all that. So, but going into the season, it's nice to kind of have a refresher of, all right, who's going where, and because there's been a lot of changes this year, especially in the truck series, and I'll cover all 3 series for what's new. Okay, lap 1, because scratched my nose here because we're kind of on a straightaway. Great. Surprisingly, Cup, I mean, no, I guess not surprisingly, but Cup had the fewest changes this year. Or maybe Xfinity. Honestly, no, Xfinity had a lot of changes. That's a lie. Cup had the fewest changes, which is pretty wild. But then I look ahead to next year where I'm like, we're going to see a change. Ooh, brakes. Ooh, thank God. But we're going to see changes with the TV contract. We're going to see changes with veteran drivers. Oh no, that's going to be a penalty probably. Or not. Oh, that's good. Maybe just didn't pick up on that. But we're going to see a change with drivers, veteran drivers leaving the sport. We're going to see changes with younger drivers coming up because of that. A lot more shifts. There's also been rumors that, like, maybe the Race Team Alliance will do just some exhibition races with some of the drivers in NASCAR. And that within itself could present an issue leading to a sort of split. Do I think that's possible? Kind of. But I don't think it's as big as a problem that we're making it out to be, at least right now. I think if something seriously were to go down with that, we'd learn about it probably near the summer months. So that's a story to follow. But there's going to be a lot of new happening in 2024, I feel. We're just got to get ready for it. So if we thought this silly season was crazy, hold on to your hats. because it's about to get wilder. Also, if I were to say that I would be first at Coda right now, you'd have to pinch me because I'm gonna blow it probably on the last lap, because once I start talking like that and I get really confident, it goes downhill real fast. So we'll see. But so far right now, I have a pretty good standing in this game. I think I'm like top 5 in points right now. I've won the past few races. Again, though, I understand I'm playing this game on easy mode, which some people would consider cheating. That's fine. But what I love about this game, though, is you don't have to be like a hardcore racing fan to play this game and love it. You can just, if you enjoy racing games just for like leisure, you can play on easy mode and just kind of cruise, which is really fun. And then the other facets of the game is like making your own car, which I designed my own car. I started to. After the stream last time, I think I spent like another hour and a half just on this game, just kind of learning it a little bit more, because it's been a bit since I've been able to play it, because I've been away from the normal setup. So yeah, let's see. Oh, I'm looking at the chats. I see some of you guys are commenting.
White flag, bring it home.
Trucks will be the best race at North Wilkesboro. I just saw that out of the corner of my eye. I agree. I think the truck race there is going to be fantastic. When the trucks do well, it slaps. It really does. I mean, Mid-Ohio, that race, I keep tooting my own horn for that, but lucky to be there in person. And that was a phenomenal race, seeing Parker Kligerman obviously having fantastic opportunities this season. It's always this turn that I miss and I save it the last second. But he has an awesome opportunity full-time this year. So that'll be really exciting to see what he can do. But I think this year in trucks is going to be interesting. We have a lot of new faces. Haley Deegan has a really good shot to, you know, show what she's worth at a new team. Lots of shakeups, rebrandings, manufactured changes. It's going to be wild this season. So if you usually don't follow trucks or don't follow it as closely, this would probably be the year to do that. Just because there's a lot of shift happening. If you're going to be at Mid-Ohio, I will definitely be there this year with some of the ATYL crew. Just covering that race. It's kind of in my backyard, which is really nice. So it's close to home, and I was like, why not? And I had such a blast covering it last year. Got to meet a lot of different people, different drivers. And it was first experience covering a race for media, which was very interesting. You know, you cover it from the couch, which is fun and it's fine, but obviously when you go there in person, you are there to work. And let me tell you, I worked my butt off that weekend. I think I sat down, the first day I sat down a little bit more because it was raining, but like when it came to like the day of the races, I had like the whole bottom of my feet were blistered. Like, and I didn't stop moving. It was the coolest thing ever. And I'm excited to go back and do it again. Hopefully gonna work Eldora as well. I'd love to do that. It's a little farther away from my hometown, but it's still in Ohio, so I gotta do it. 600 I'm going to as a vacation, just to go as a fan, get that fan experience again, and see things that I might have missed out on this time, or I guess last year when I went. Other races, though, I'm not sure. I'd love to go to Michigan to work it. I went there as a fan last year, and that was a great experience, but I'd love to, you know, be able to go there and cover it. The racing that we saw this year was pretty phenomenal. So, I don't know. Lots of big plans this year. Like I said, too, we're expanding the brand a little bit. We have a Facebook page now, which is not that big of a deal, but like go follow it if you want to. We also have some other exciting announcements coming up. Plans to get some industry members on the show as well in the next few months, which is exciting. Finishing first, that's exciting. So yeah, let's see. We'll give away another code here. Oh, burnout, except I didn't do a burnout last time. I wasn't paying attention last time, so here we go. All right. Josh Balicki, you won a NASCAR race. Congrats. There we go. I will say I love this scheme. Okay, burnouts are something I need to work on. Oh my god. All right. Sorry, you guys. This is embarrassing for me as well. Let's back it up. And let's throw into a burnout. Oh, or throw it into the wall. All right. My team's going to hate me after this. Oh my god. But I will say, this was one of my favorite schemes. Balicki had great paint this year. Even BJ McLeod. If you weren't looking at like the BJ McLeod cars too, you were missing out. Okay, so this is just turning into I'm running into a wall repeatedly for the fans. So we're gonna quit. If you like take this out of context and post it all over Twitter, I can't do burnouts. Sorry, you guys. All right, so speed rating 85, not that bad. Okay, and I'll look at the comments in a second. Woo. see. We're going to look at the point standings. Oh, payout. Great. Oh, I got a 50% bonus. That's good. Okay. Not that bad. Second in points. Okay. Was that from okay, so here's where I'm confused, though. I'm second in points, but I have 3 wins. Playoff points, I have 15, but I'm still second in points. I'm confused about that. All right. Here we go. Let's go. And of course, we have the ATYL type colors on the car, which is why I picked the Spire Motorsports car to begin with, and on the suit. So, pretty cool. All right, let's see if I get beef from drivers. Finish the event. Let's finish the event, and then we'll get to the comments and picking another winner. Except, we're going to leave this track. And then we'll do one more career event. Next week, I'm going to do 2 streams, just to let you know. I think I'll do one Monday or Tuesday night, and we can play more NASCAR Rivals. At the end of the week, we're going to do something a little different. Watching a movie. I know a lot of you have been like, it would be cool to watch a movie on a live stream. So what we're going to do, obviously I can't have sound in the stream or else we'd, get copyright claimed and that would be horrible. So what we would do is I would say, hey, next week, this is the movie we're watching. It's on this streaming platform. If you want to watch along, press play at this time. If you want to watch it back though, at another time, you can, if you miss it, but we'll just kind of do like a commentary, watch along, talk through it a little bit. The first movie I'm very excited about. I think I've chosen what I want to do. So it'll be really cool. I want to start doing more of those. And then movie reviews during this season, posting some short clips as well with movie reviews. All right, let's go back to a full screen on me. I'll take my glasses off because oh my goodness. Wah. Here we go. Hi, everybody. All right, so before we get to our next race, which is Richmond, that's a whole problem within its own because short track racing I still haven't gotten really good at. Let's look at the comments real quick. Let's see. Chris. Hi, Alex. Thank you for joining on Facebook. Oh yeah, Ferris coming back on board to sponsor 6 truck races for Stuart Friesen. Stuart Friesen, okay, first off, his whole team is fantastic. Some of the nicest people, met them at Mid-Ohio. Great. So great to see that they are having more consistent funding. Partnerships with Ferris is awesome. So all the best to him next year. So also asking in the comments what everyone else collects. So definitely answer that in the comments on Facebook. Let's see. Do you have merch for sale? I do. I'll post it in this video afterwards. You can also find it on YouTube. Excuse me, oh my gosh. But yeah, we have merch for sale on a website called Redbubble. On TobyChristie.com, we also have Above the Line t-shirts and TobyChristie.com t-shirts. So if you go to the TobyChristie.com website, there should be a section that says like merchandise or like check out our store. But I'll definitely put those in the comments below. Let's see what else. Went to Ohio twice last year, Cleveland. Awesome. Very cool. And then on YouTube, what we got? You, Michael Klein, did a live stream on Instagram. Oh, that's very nice. Yeah, Michael Klein, we did a live stream with him to close out 2022. That was a great live stream. Wishing him all the best next year. For sure. Let's see. Let's look at our questions if we have any. Then we'll give away another code on Facebook. Great. So if you win a code and maybe you don't have a Switch, source out somebody that does. Or if you win a code and you're like, maybe I don't want it, we'll do another drawing, don't worry. But we'll look at the Facebook chat now to give away a code. So, I mean, Chris, you've been pretty active. I feel like it'd be a shame if I didn't give a code to Chris. I feel like I gotta give 2 codes. I don't want to give the last code away right now. So we're gonna give 1 code away to Chris. Chris, if you can show, I'm pretty sure you're following TobyChristie.com on Facebook right now, but if you can show that you're following us on Facebook and other platforms as well, we can give you the code. Just send us a Facebook message tonight, and we can send you a code right away. You don't have a Switch? All right, well, we'll give it to another person then. All right, let's see. Here, let's see. Kieran, I think that's how we say it. Are you still in the chat? On Facebook, let's see. We'll give Kieran a second to respond. And if they don't respond, then we'll go to the next person. If you're on the Facebook chat and you want to win a NASCAR Rivals code, make sure to comment right now. We'll pick somebody again in the next few minutes. I'll pin that comment there. Great. Mark, you said you'd like to see me on the NWP podcast. I don't know. I don't know if they'd have me. We'll have to see. That would be interesting. They're all great guys. I talked to Danny B. I did an interview with him, I think, at the end of 2021. So I do have experience talking to him. Darian and I've talked before. Jarrett, we've talked before as well. On another show, we interviewed him. So that was good. Eric, I haven't talked to in person before. We've talked via like Twitter and everything like that. They all seem like great guys. We'll put this back on the screen. Let's see. Facebook, if we have no takers, I will give the code away to somebody on YouTube for now. But if you want to have one of the NASCAR Rivals codes, if you have a family member or a friend that has a Switch, definitely enter the giveaway. Just comment in the next few minutes, and you'll be the one to get it on Facebook. Chris, you found out about me from my video collection. From my video on my collection. There we go. Yeah. No, that was a fun video to do. I was excited to share that with you all. I don't feel like I talk about the collection enough for the diecast side of things, but that's been a really enjoyable thing for me to start doing. It's been really fun to even just like friends and family. We've all collected together, so that's been fun too. I want to go over this page in a second. Since we don't have the comment on Facebook right now, I don't know if any of y'all have a Switch. Let's see. We'll go to YouTube again. Let's see. Mark, do you have a Switch or do you know someone who has a Switch? Because if you're following us on our social media pages, you've just won a NASCAR Rivals code. So let me know if you want the code or not. I know the trick is if you have a Switch or not. That's the problem here. I would love to see this game be made for other consoles if a contract or something allows it. And if we don't give the Switches away on the stream tonight, okay, so give the code away on the stream. Okay, so Mark, you don't have, I'm so sorry. Then we'll probably give them away on Twitter, probably like sometime this weekend, just before we start the regular season. So yeah, so right now we have one winner. We'll try this again before we end the stream. If not, then I'll totally do a giveaway probably on Twitter for one winner, and I might do the giveaway on Facebook as well, so stay tuned for that. All right, so this is what I wanted to show you all. So your reputation. Essentially, this is if you earn enough rapport with other drivers. So like, for instance, where am I going here? Not teammates. Where is it? Oh, future plans. So this is where you can kind of see where you've built up the best rapport with other drivers. So as you can see here, some drivers think of me as neutral, polite. If you get to one end of the spectrum or another to where you're like completely like they do not like you at all, you're all the way in the red, or you're all the way at the top of the green, like people love you, that's when you'll start to see these reputation stickers of rivals or friends. And when you have more of those, you have a better chance to get into a top team. The problem is I haven't really had the chance to get those reputations. More so because I've been struggling to figure out how to get them. However, I have made a lot of drivers angry. Valid. I'm also still neutral with a lot of drivers, so part of me is thinking maybe I just need to run into people more during this game. I have no clue. Maybe that's just what I need to do, and I gotta be fine with that. But I could start looking at arranging contract options for other teams, which would be interesting. Some of these teams I fit in well with, like a colleague, honestly, could be the move. Live fast. I have to have a reputation of 20 or better. Oh, that's sad. Huh. Because that'd be a cool team to, like, kind of race for. I think that'd be fun. Let's see. Let's comment on Twitter right now just to make sure everyone's tuned in that wants to be giving away code. Cool. So that's the fun part of this game is you kind of get to pick and choose your journey. I love those types of games. So I don't want to arrange a contract option yet because, well, oh, that's an option. Hold on. So what would I need for this? So, well, then that's the thing, because then I feel bad if I'm taking out Chris or Brad. But if I arrange the contract option, it says by arranging a contract option with this team, you will have the opportunity to join them at the end of this season. So I guess the whole point of this is you build up rapport as much as you want, look at the best options out there, and then you're able to join a team. Or work your way up to joining one of the best teams. Now, unfortunately, I'd love to join Trackhouse, but I have to have a reputation of 20 or better, so yeah, so that would include me making some friends, which I don't know how to do. Maybe I wreck somebody out for somebody. But that's an interesting piece of this. Part of me wanted to go to show you all my... Well, I think the music will start playing if I do that. But I might post a picture later of the car that I made. We'll do one more event tonight. Current event. We'll go to Richmond. There we go. Trackhouse is probably one of my favorite teams, I gotta say. You got too many hero cards last year. I feel that. For real. Oh my goodness. Loading. Great. And then another announcement too, I'll make this at the end as well, but if you like watching the ATYL live streams, we're moving them from Friday nights to Thursday nights starting next week. Obviously, next week I'm still going to be doing 2 streams, and I might do that until the season starts. But the reason is I don't want us to have to keep moving back and forth because of the truck races. When we have the truck race, I want to have a solid night for you guys to count on. I know when SRX comes into the picture, we might have to switch things around again, or we might just stream through it. Not really sure yet, but I figured Thursday night was the best night. No major iRacing things are happening that night that you guys will miss, or for me, I will miss. I love watching the like Monday night racing and all that kind of stuff. So for the sake of sanity of scheduling, I decided that we should probably move the ATYL streams to a Thursday night instead. We'll keep it at like 7 o'clock, 8 o'clock at night. I figured that would be the best. Era, hello. Welcome to the stream. Question for you. If you have a Switch, I know you're following us on social media. If you have a Switch and you want a free NASCAR Rivals code, or you know a friend that has one, let me know and you might just be our next winner. Let's practice. All right, first off, I gotta get comfortable again because like my neck, oh my gosh. This is why I need like a real gaming chair because this isn't working. Also, not a sponsor, but I have to have a drink of my McDonald's Dr. Pepper. Just saying, I have a tradition every Friday I get McDonald's. So, or some type of fast food, it's usually McDonald's. So McDonald's, if you want to like partner, that'd be pretty cool. If not, that's fine. I'll just keep vouching for you because I love, because I love the McDonald's food. Oh, Eric, I'm sorry. Oh my God. I blame myself on that. And now my nose itches. Okay, cool. This is practice, so that's okay. Oh my God, I already went around. What? I already went around the track. Holy crap, that's crazy. Okay, and then for this one too, I've learned at the short track to just not press the brakes at all. You just let off the gas. That's it. Alrighty. Oh, did you guys see the Junior Motorsports lightning strike on the car? I saw that on my feed. I think it was yesterday that I posted it, and I thought it was a joke because I'd seen before, like, forget which football player they had a promotion with where they pretended that he was struck by lightning and it was wild and whatever. So I thought it was, like, fake, but I guess it was legit. That's pretty wild. Hopefully that person's, like, car's doing okay. And if it's not, insurance is kind to them. Oh, sorry, Cody. Where?
All the way out here.
I'm gonna let my car coast for a second. Probably not the best idea, but I want to make sure the, let's see, the Facebook chat back open. There we go. If you're just joining us, welcome. There we go, I'm in the wall. My name is Taylor. We are about halfway through our stream for the evening. We're giving away NASCAR Rival codes, so if you have friends that have a Switch, and if they want a free game, definitely tell them about the stream. Or if you are like, hey, I want to give a gift to a friend, and you're like, ooh, this would be a good gift, a free game on the Switch, let me know, comment it in the comments, and I'd be happy to send you a code for the game. Because it is really fun. I'm playing it on one of the Switch controllers. I'm not playing it on just like one of the, I really don't know what you call it, but one of the singular controllers. I kind of have them combined together. It's a little easier to play this way, but it's also fun when you're able to do multiplayer with a friend. It's just as easy. For me too, now that we're at Richmond on this game, I've got to start thinking about short track racing for NASCAR in 2023. I hope they've been able to mess with the package. I'm sorry, my eye is itching. And figure out what went wrong. So that'll be something to watch out for as well. Let's see. And then again, too, if you guys have questions or other topics you want to talk about that have been recent in the sport, let me know in the comments. I think on YouTube I have the questions tab pulled up as well for you guys to drop your questions. And even if there's streams that you want to see in the future that we do, I already mentioned to you all the movie stream that I'm planning on doing next week if all goes according to plan. It's where I'll play a movie that's easily ready to stream on multiple streaming platforms or a well-known streaming platform. We'll all press play at the same time, and then we'll watch the movie together. I can't have the sound on in those, reiterating that again, because I know I'll probably get comments saying where's the sound. I don't want to get copyrighted. So we'll just kind of do a watch along together, which I think will be really fun. And then afterwards, if you miss part of the stream or if something gets messed up along the way, you'll be able to watch the watch along after on the Toby ChristyCom YouTube channel. So we'll figure that out, but I felt like that'd be a fun stream idea. Obviously having more guests on, having the ATYL crew back on the stream. Before the Clash, we will get them all on and we'll preview the season a little bit, kind of our expectations, and what we're thinking is going to happen. And also just kind of, even then, personal goals that we have for the season as well. And maybe even some early championship picks. I know I do, when I do the previews, I do, I think, 10 bold predictions for the season. I know everyone does it. But I always like to, and then obviously reveal my preseason playoff bracket. And then at the end of the season, like I did this year, seeing how far off I was. I wasn't actually that far off this season, which shocked me. And then, of course, when we went to do the playoffs, I totally changed everything around, and my preseason bracket was better than my during season bracket, I should say, which was a shame. Do you watch ARCA? I do. I'm trying to get more into ARCA this year. I think it'll be an exciting year. There's rumors, okay. There's rumors that Frankie Muniz might be racing a full ARCA schedule, and that has me very intrigued. So that'll be really exciting if that happens. If the rumors are true. I know there's probably some credibility to those, so we'll see what happens. But I'm hoping to watch more just because I think the storylines are very interesting. This year, you know, there's going to be some new talent. We had a few ARCA drivers move up to like trucks and that sort of thing, so it'll be a different playing field. Let's go to pit road. There we go. Okay. Just do default. Why not? So, yeah, GMS stepped away from ARCA. I think that's really smart on their end, partially for me. You know, if you have two, like, new drivers you're bringing on full-time to your team, and you have an ARCA team, and you're focusing on your partnership with Petty GMS and Cup, that is a lot for GMS to just kind of handle, you know? So I think it's smart for them to kind of calm their efforts a little bit and really make sure that they're giving their new drivers and their new new leadership and everything at that team the best chance that they can. So as sad as I am that they're stepping away, I think they're making the right move to give their current drivers the best opportunity they can to succeed. Daniel Dye, Raja Karuth, and Grant Enfinger. I think that'll be a very interesting team to watch this season because of all the young blood. And then Grant Enfinger being the veteran on the team, made championship 4 appearances and everything like that. That'll be an interesting team to follow. Obviously, there's a lot of teams in truck that we should follow this year. Obviously, Tricon Garage, that whole switch from DGR to that. Haley Deegan moving over to their team, and or sorry, not over to Tricon Garage. My bad. She's leaving DGR with everything that transpired, and she's moving over to a different team. So that's my bad on that. But even watching Haley Deegan, how is she gonna do? Will be another interesting thing. Sticking in the Ford house, which is nice. We'll go to the next session. We'll qualify. Gotta go Penske. I know. Oh my gosh. Again, if you have a Switch and you're interested in having a free code to play NASCAR Rivals for free, might I add, or you know a friend that would, comment in the comment section and we can get you a code to play for free. We have 2 more codes to give away. If we don't give those away tonight, we'll do a giveaway on Twitter. So if you don't have Twitter, but you have friends that do, make sure to tell them about it. We'll make sure that we're able to do that. Because honestly, guys, if it's free, I mean, just kind of like, if you've gone to the racetrack before, like during a race weekend, there's a whole bunch of free stuff, and you don't say no to that. Like, that's wild. So, and this game is so much fun. Like, legitimately, like, being 1000% real with you guys, it's such a fun game. It's easy to pick up. There's a lot of different options of how to play. Online mode has been super fun, and it's not, like, it works really well as well. It's not something where I'm sitting here where I'm like, oh, all the lag, or oh, this or that. Like, it works really well. I haven't had any really big issues with the game. There was maybe one glitch last time I played where there was a little bit of a pile up on screen, but not bad at all. So it's been a fun time playing this. Great. All right, so qualified 3rd. Surprisingly worse than I did at Coda, and there wasn't as much for me to run into, so that's very interesting. We're going to put the glasses on. And then if there's other things you want to see in the game, let me know. I get nervous about music playing in the background, because at this point in the game, we turn music off, but if you go back to like the main menu, some music will play, and that makes it a little sketchy.
Let's head down trackside where the drivers are just about ready to get the racing action underway.
Let's see. Stories of the race. We love that. Mark may make some folks angry, but Deegan doing good would be good for the sport. No, I totally agree with you. I know the questions and the comments that are made. I get it, but for me, like, it is essential that she succeeds this year. If not, like, I get really nervous, and I think this is her best chance she has to succeed. Sticking with Ford, being at a team with veterans and everything like that, I think is really good for her. And that's something that I don't feel has been lacking, but I feel like there was so much internally happening at DGR maybe the past few years that she hasn't had that attention that she's needed. So yeah, Denny, I'm gonna make you a rival. Sorry, bud. So I don't know. Like, again, want her to succeed. I really do. And it is good for the sport. I mean, there's other female drivers coming up that I'm excited about. Hopefully, I don't want to say any names because there's a few that I'm hoping to have on the show. Just from what I've heard, I'll say one. Emma Britt is one that I really want to have on the show. Just Dom Joseph. I think he wrote a story on her a few weeks ago or something like that, but he was able to talk to her for a little bit just as he is doing his work in the Atlanta area, reporting, journalism, and all that kind of fun stuff. And just kind of told me about her and was like, you know, she has a lot of promise. And I looked her up and I was like, wow, I want to talk to her. Like, she seems like she's going to make it. So I'd love to talk to her. Denny, you're not passing me. Sorry, bud. I know Richmond's your wheelhouse, but don't do it. Don't do it, bud. Oh, that makes me mad. So her to talk about. There's a few others as well. So I don't know. I think it's good for the sport if Haley succeeds. I think it's bad, in my opinion, if she doesn't. But we're all rooting for her. I don't think there's anybody strongly rooting against her, to be real. So we'll see. Again, we have the argument in front of us of, well, should she have moved to Xfinity, not stuck around in trucks? I don't know if there was a place for her, and even at that rate, she had one really strong run in Xfinity. I'm not discounting that. That was awesome. My concern is we move her up too fast without seeing results in truck first, and then there's concerns. But as we've also seen, does that really relate to what we could see performance-wise in Xfinity, or is it a weird jumping point? And I think we've seen a little bit that it is a weird jumping point, and maybe we need to kind of rethink some things. Oh, goodness gracious. So I don't know. But it would be good for her to succeed. Who says hello? Devontae, what is up? You didn't miss the giveaway. Do you want a free code, Devontae? I will give you a free code right now. I know you already follow me on social media. I don't know if you have a Facebook, but follow Toby Christie Com and you got it. As I make rivals. I didn't want to make a rival with BJ McLeod. Sorry. Yeah, alright. Yeah, send me a DM, Devontae, and I will send you a code. So we got 2 codes given away. We have 1 more to give away.
Clear out back. I will look it up top.
Perfect. Great. Yeah. So we'll have 1 more code to give away. So if you were in the comments on YouTube or Facebook and you're like, I have a Switch and I really want a free game, or I have a family member that has a Switch that would love to play this, put that in the comments, and the first one to do that, I will send a code, and that is the last one we're giving away tonight. How many laps? This is 16 laps. Oh my gosh. I mean, not like that's a bad thing. I feel like, oh, Eric Jones.
You're all clear up top.
I feel like that's fine. I don't want to make an enemy out of Eric Jones. I'd rather keep us on, keep us in good rapport. I saw some of that comment, Mark. You said she will go Xfinity no matter what she does. The extra year in trucks. That's true. Well, part of me, I think I probably need to make sure I know her deal. I don't know if they mentioned it was a multi-year deal or not with the new team. So that'll be something to kind of keep in mind. Thor Sport, it's escaped my mind all night, you guys. It's literally a team in Sandusky, which is fantastic. So part of me feels like that might be a multi-year deal, but I'm not sure off the top of my head, even though I've read this story to death. But yeah, she's going to move up regardless of if she's ready or not, because they're going to push her through the pipeline because, I mean, she's a notable figure in the sport. She's a popular figure in the sport. In my opinion, she is. The more that they have her on a national level, a higher national level of the sport, I think the better. So I think she's got to just show that she can get those results. She's had really strong runs in truck. She really has, but they never follow through, and that's the unfortunate piece. But I believe in her. I think she can do it. It's just a matter of when it will all come together. I mean, I'm not comparing her to Chase Elliott at all, and this is not in any way supposed to do that, because Chase Elliott, we've seen him have a lot of success in the lower series, but even when he moved to Cup, we were like, when is he going to get that first win? When is it coming? And we waited and waited and waited, and we're like, oh my gosh, is he going to be a bust? Like, is this as far as his talent goes? And then obviously 2020 Cup Series champion, which some say is legitimate, some say is not, and I'm one of those that it's like, I'd like to see him win one without COVID impacting it, just to say, you know what, I am legit. Which Chase Elliott is a legit driver, don't get me wrong, you guys, he's really good. But yeah, let's make an enemy out of Chastain. Let's do that. Oh wait, no, I don't want to do that because he's at Trackhouse. Aww. I might have just blown my chances to join Trackhouse in this contract that I'm in on this game, so that kind of sucks. Oh, whatever. Let's just short track racing. I mean, he'd agree with it. Let's flash back to Martinsville. But yeah, they're gonna move her up regardless. I want her to do well. It's just a matter of, is she gonna be able to live up to the expectations that are thrown at her. And honestly, this year with the drivers to new places, unless it's like a minute change, and we're in first, go into this year without high expectations for these drivers. For me, for Kyle Busch, I'm going in, oh, better burnout. I'm going in with 0 expectations, and that's not meant to be a bad thing. I need to learn how to do this, you guys. Oh my gosh. It's more so I'm going in knowing that this is a huge change for him. It is a new organization, a new field. That's a lot to, that's a lot to go through. So I'm not expecting like 5 wins from him. I'm not expecting like the earth and moon to like do something crazy and he just becomes the championship winner. I'm not expecting that. But I'm going in with 0 thoughts, head empty, and I'm just gonna watch him race, honestly. I'd say same thing maybe. Tyler Reddick I have some more expectations for, not gonna lie. This is really embarrassing, you guys. I need to get better at this. I have expectations for him to do well, but obviously you're changing manufacturers. That's gonna be different too. Same story with Kyle Busch. Devontae sent you a DM. I have a question. What are you looking for? Oh, thank you, Devontae, so much. What am I looking forward to most in the 2023 season? Oh, that's tricky. There's a lot for me. It's like the races I'm covering, like personally. I will say, I mean, as much as I have no expectations for Kyle Busch, I am excited to see just what that feels like. It's gonna feel weird to all of us not seeing the 18 on the track, not seeing M&Ms on the track, and it's gonna feel wrong. It's just gonna feel wrong. But I'm looking forward to it. I think for me, also, maybe a bit more than that, even going back to Tyler Reddick, I'm really curious what he's gonna bring to 23XI Racing. We don't have a veteran driving in the car week in, week out anymore. Kurt Busch is obviously gonna be on the team in a different capacity, and if he's clear doing a race here or there, but we don't know what that team's gonna turn into, right? I feel like Kurt really navigated them towards more consistency. And then another thing that I'm curious about too is I feel like Petty GMS finally has 2 drivers that I don't think are going to go anywhere for a long time unless there's an opening at Hendrick and they're like, hey, Noah, get on our team. I think they have 2 solid drivers there, young drivers that are hungrier for wins. What can Jimmy Johnson bring to that organization? That's exciting. And then obviously for me, it is trucks too. I'm curious with all the changes that are happening, what's everything going to look like. So that'll be really interesting as well. So thank you for the question. We have one more NASCAR Rivals code to give away. So make sure if you have a friend, like I said, make sure that you tell them about this. If you want another code to give to a friend, let me know. Again, I might just throw a giveaway on Twitter. Quite honestly, we'll do it this weekend. That might be what I do. Let's see, what else? I want to make sure I get all the chats in here, questions. I want to make sure I covered all the topics I wanted to cover too, because there wasn't a lot of news to cover, but there was a lot of interesting pieces. Oh, I wonder if I got angry messages from drivers. Let's figure that out first before we go into all this. I like when we get the angry messages, but this should be the end of that contract that I made last time we did the stream, I think. And I think I fulfilled that contract. Yes? Yes. Maybe. Maybe not. Maybe the next race I have to do to fulfill that. Let me see where I'm at. Okay, there we go. New contract. Here's where we get excited. Okay, first off, image needs to get bigger. You need to see my reactions to this. I have my glasses on. We're ready to read. Here we go. Does Petty GMS have a partnership with Hendrick? Good question. Off the top of my head, I don't think so. Let me look that up real quick. That's actually a really good question, Era. I know there's a lot of alliances with RCR. Not RCR. Well, RCR and ECR engines and stuff like that. So, but I also know there are some alliances with Hendrick Motorsports. Son's Gift. How much Jimmy Johnson? Petty GMS. I don't believe so. I don't think that they have an alliance there. And again, this is something I should know, but I don't think that they do. Oh yeah, okay, no, okay, this was correct. They have a technical alliance or an alliance with RCR. That is correct, but not with Hendrick. I was like, I think they have an ECR membership or a membership. Oh my gosh, thing. We're not going to use words right now. We're just going to talk. So the ECR engines and stuff like that is where they have that kind of connecting point. We saw with the change that Live Fast is going to do, going from their manufacturer to Chevy this year, they're going to move to that partnership as well, so that'll be interesting. Let's read this contract thing real quick. So your driving is attracting the attention of other teams. Some teams are willing to arrange contract options for next season. Would you like to view your current contract options now? I mean, like, yeah. View contracts. So this is what I just did, but I don't know if anything changed. Let's see if I still don't have a reputation. I need to figure out, I know what it is, but am I building it though is the question. Okay, Gregson and I are on good terms. Who did I actually make really upset last time? Hamlin and I are still neutral. I feel like I'm not able to move any of these. JJ Yaley and I are on good terms. Biffle, Dylan. See, that shocks me that Jones and I are on good terms too, because I've ruffled his feathers a little bit. Cody Ware, because I feel like it's opposite day. Okay, Chris Buescher though, we have a polite rating. They used to both be neutral, so that's good. LaJoy and I, we're on good terms. Shocking. So it's polite, kind. Okay. Jacques Villeneuve. And even Cindric, I spun him out, but he has a polite relationship with me. That's so odd. Same with Chastain. Well, I think I might have been polite with him and now he's just neutral. Okay, Harrison Burton, I understand this one. He's upset. Maybe he's my first rival? I have no clue. Maybe he is. Wallace is polite, and then we're back at Beer Motorsports. Okay, interesting. I think I'll wait till next time to maybe go all in on a contract option. I would like to build more of a reputation, but it's a matter of me trying to figure out how the heck do I do that. I will say season standings, though, I'm now in first place. So that's really cool to end the night on a little bit. Calendar, next race that we go to, Blue Emu Maximum Pain Relief 400. Is that what that is? Yeah, Blue Emu Maximum Pain Relief 400 is where we will pick up next time. Teammates, great. Oh, yeah, because LaJoy's my teammate. Oh, Taylor. Oh, my gosh. Great. Let's go back. Let's start music. I'm getting really nervous that it will. Let me turn off the game volume real quick, just so I don't, just in case. Oh, okay, great. No. I'll show you a little bit more, race modes, challenges, split screen. We'll go through, you know what, next time we'll go through more of the modes. I want to show you guys those. We can do some multiplayer next time. My cars, I'll turn off the volume on the game. I'll show you my cars right now, actually. And then I'll answer questions, and then we can call it a night. I don't want to call it a night, but you know, good things have to come to an end. Devontae, you said, what diecast are you looking forward to getting in your collection? Oh, God. So I pre-ordered the, uh-oh. Where's my car? Hold on. Did it not save it? Oh, that makes me so sad. Look, oh, wait, hold on. Hold on. No. Man, I was really looking forward to that. Well, I guess I gotta redo it. I guess. I totally thought I saved it. That's a bummer. Oh well, I'll make a car and I'll show you guys next time. But diecast in my collection, I pre-ordered the Denny Hamlin 600 win because I was there for that, and I was like, I feel like I have to have this in my collection if I'm there for it. Same thing with the Kevin Harvick Michigan win. First off, it's a Busch Apple scheme. I have to have it. I think I have one more pre-order out there that I'm waiting for. But I really, really want a Brad Keselowski car. I don't care what scheme it is necessarily, but I want it in my collection. For me as well, I don't know what it is about the liquid color. I'm going to look at this one more time. The liquid color of that Ty Gibbs 54 car, the Interstate Batteries one, I don't know what it was about it, but I want it. So, birthday coming up, I might just buy it for myself as a birthday gift. I really have no clue. But yeah, man, that's unfortunate. I really thought I saved this car, so I'm going to have to do some investigating. Huh. Lame. And whenever I make a car, they're usually Fords. I do like, though I don't necessarily like how boxy the Chevy is. It gives you more room to work with design-wise, which I appreciate. But yeah, bummer. But yeah, so that's the car. The cars I'm looking forward to the most. I keep wanting to get Brad ones in my collection. I just haven't done it yet. There we are. Let's see. I'm trying to think what other. I have a list, Devontae, of cars that I want in my collection. Oh, Penske or RFK, you can't do that to me. That's so rude. Those are like my two favorite teams. I can't do it. I was floored when I walked into the RFK shop during the 600 weekend. Like, just the sheer amount of history that they had. Like, they had a really solid museum set up. Their fan day was second to none. I mean, it was the coolest experience. You saw the drivers really cared and wanted to meet you and take the time. Like, it was literally the best thing ever. For that, part of me wants to go with RFK. I love what Brad's bringing to the team, kind of renovating it, bringing them back to their winning roots. I'm not going to say next year they're going to win like 5 races or even maybe 2 or 3, but I expect at least a win from that organization next year. So for now, I have to go with RFK, but my favorite driver is Ryan Blaney. So for that, Penske as well. Petty GMS has many former employees from the Hendrick, and with Jimmy was co-owning that. Yeah, no, that is an interesting fact as well. You would have thought that Jimmy might have co-owned with Hendrick, but with, Jeff Gordon kind of in that role now, I don't know if there was a place for him. So I think that was interesting, but it makes sense 7-time with 7-time. So here's what we're going to do. I'm going to put a giveaway on the stream on Twitter tomorrow to do another giveaway with the code. And we'll pick a winner Monday morning, let's say. So I'll get on to doing that. Great, we have the DMs sent. Fantastic. Great, cool. So you all sent me messages that needed to. That's really cool. Great. So we have a few announcements before we go. First off, let me get what I wanted to have up here real quick. First off, obviously, like I announced, we're going to start doing our live streams on Thursday nights. I don't want to compete with the truck series this year. I think it's important. If you haven't watched it closely in the past few years, this is the year you need to watch it. So I don't want to compete with that. I don't want to be splitting the time. So we're going to move the streams to Thursday nights, probably at 7 o'clock. We might move it later. I have night classes, you guys. So we're going to move it to then. Next week, instead of a main video and a live stream, we're probably going to do 2 live streams. One is going to be another NASCAR Rivals stream. I might do a poll on Twitter. If you want a different game, we can definitely check that out. But next week, the end part of next week, we're going to hopefully do, fingers crossed, a watch-along movie to a racing movie live stream. So I'm very excited about that. So stay tuned for that. But in the meantime, make sure to follow us on social media if you're not already to get the latest NASCAR news. I'm on TikTok and Twitter at _TaylorKitchen_. And then above the old line, Instagram, YouTube, and Facebook now. So make sure to follow our Facebook page to get more ATYL content and updates from us that you might not see on the normal Toby Christie.com pages. But Toby Christie.com, obviously, on all social media platforms. Make sure to check them out there. And then also we're on podcasting platforms. So when we do come back with regular content like race recaps and previews, and that's going to look a little bit different starting in the next few weeks. I'm very excited about that. So bear with me there. You can also check us out on these podcasting platforms. If you can't watch on the go, definitely make sure to listen on the go. And then, of course, Shaq Eye Gear, a great partner of ours. Thank you to them for helping support us, supporting this episode. If you want some Shaq Eye Gear glasses, which I highly recommend, make sure to use this promo code MAMBO34 for 20% off your order at checkout. So thank you to Shaq Eye Gear for being great partners of ours. But yeah, this is what I got for you tonight. Again, our social media pages on the screen there. Thank you all so much for joining us on a Friday night. I will make sure that I have reminders of when we're going to be live next week, early next week. And then we're going to be live Thursday. So make sure to stick with us. If there's any more NASCAR news, we'll have it for you at tobychristie.com. But I hope you all have a great evening, a great weekend. And guys, we're getting back to racing soon. I'm very excited for that. So thank you all for tuning in. And until next time,